Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you here this morning to Creating Cards with Debbie. I'm just going to give a moment for everybody to get here. So let me check my sound and everything and make sure everything's working good while we're waiting. Give me a moment. All right, it says we're live. Let me see if I got good sound. Working good while we're waiting. Okay, sounds good. All right. Don't need no technical problems today, so hopefully everything goes fine. Like I said, I'm creating cards with Debbie, and I want to welcome you here this morning. It is Monday, November 18th, 2024, and we're 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So hopefully everybody's got the time zones figured out. All right. Yeah. Let me introduce myself. I'm Debbie Foster, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas, and I want to welcome you here today. Let me turn my screen down so I can start with the housekeeping notes and we'll get started. We're going to be doing no cards today. We're going to be doing a 3D project. It's going to be a gift box for, I think it's Bath and Body Works has the foaming soap dispensing bottles. So we're going to use that today. All right, so hold on a second. Let me go back in and change my view here. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, like I said, I'm creating cards with Debbie, and you can shop any products today, and I'm going to put that scroll across the bottom for a moment. You can shop with me in my store for any products that I'm showing or any paper products that you might be in need of with Stampin' Up. And it is www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And if your order is under $150, use that host code for November 2024, which is scrolling across the bottom also. And it is WAQ4KAX4. So I'm going to let that stay there for a moment so you can copy that down. All right. And if you need to email me, you can reach me at creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com. And you can also private message me on Facebook, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll just set things aside here. Shuffle things around here on my desk. Make room. Okay, Paper Pumpkin for December. You can sign up for that until December 10th. And it is called Notes from the Heart. And what that includes is you can create cards with hand-sketched botanical designs. It makes 9 projects, 3 each of 3 designs, pre-cut vellum pieces and sparkling gems, scalloped card bases and coordinating envelopes. Coordinating colors are Blackberry Bliss, and that would be the stamping spot that you get with this kit. And it also goes along with Flirty Flamingo, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Very Vanilla. And if you sign up for Paper Pumpkin this month, you can also add on the dies that had coordinating with the October through December Paper Pumpkin kits. But it has the word Mary die cut, and then it's got a little tag here. And then for December, it's got like a fern leaf. Don't know if the camera's picking them up very well. And the item number for that would be 165639. And that's only $12 for those 3 dies that coordinate with the Paper Pumpkin kit. So I think that's about all we have. But I do want to remind you that you can get your starter kit. Let me bring that up. It's right here. And we'll hide this one. You can get a starter kit where you can pay $99. That's free shipping. You would have to pay sales tax if your state has sales tax, but it's $99, and you can pick out $125 worth of products So go to this website that I'm showing right now to get your starter kit, and it'll give you more information. And I'd love to have you on my team. We do lots of fun stuff with our whole group of team members. So if you have any questions too, reach out to me and I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have. All right, so we're going to get started with our card here. So let me take this banner off. Let me find it here first. Well, it went hiding on me. Let me see here. No. That's my email address. All right, let me hide that one. All right, so we've got that all under control. Let me go back to my comments. All right, be sure you say hello when you come on and say where you're watching me from. It's kind of fun to see where everybody is. So today we're going to be doing this gift box, and I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up very well. It'll hold our hand soap. So let me undo this so you can see what it looks like inside. And this portion pulls out. And so here's your bottle inside. And this is one of last year's colors. So I'm not sure if they even have it anymore. It's called Frosted Cranberry, but I haven't been to Bath and Body Works for a while, so I'm not sure if they still carry that brand, but you can get any scent that you want. Good morning, Becky. Glad you're here. We're just getting started. Do you have a Bath and Body Works where you're at? Let me set that aside. And the little tag. All right, so the designer series paper that we're using comes from our mini catalog, which runs until December 2024. And on page 29 is where you'll find the designer series paper. We're using the Sentimental Christmas 12 by 12 designer series paper. And this is good because for each Sentimental Christmas Suite collection or paper that you buy, Stampin' Up! Is going to donate $3 to support children's literacy. And you can go to page 5 to get more information on that. But that's the paper that we're using today. We're going to be using this pattern right here. And this is the front side of that same paper. So it's going to be this paper, front and back side today. So I think that's all I'm using on here. For the greeting, I'm going to be using the Greetings of the Season stamp set. And we're going to be using the For You sentiment. Okay, Becky, that's not so far. It's probably about the same distance as we are. We're probably about 20 miles from one. So probably take about the same amount of time to get there. I just haven't had time to go, I guess. I've been busy with everything. All right, and then the die that we're going to be using comes from the Nested Essentials dies. And we're going to use the second to the smallest of the banner. So I might as well keep that out so I have it. Going to be using that. We'll put the rest away. All right, so we're going to get started. I've done the pre-cut of everything, but we're going to do the scoring on here. So we're going to be using the Shaded Spruce cardstock, and we're going to start with the lid first. The lid will measure 8 1/4 inches by 9 3/4 inches. And if you want, you can maybe take a screenshot. I'm not sure if that's showing up really good, but it's going to be 8 1/4 inches by 9 3/4 inches. And then I'll give you the score lines as we go. So let me get my paper trimmer over here. And we'll get started. Let me make sure I've got enough room going on here to get started. Let me put that there in my dish. And we're going to open up our arm of our trimmer here. And then we're going to make some room, push things aside here. I've got a little bit of crowding going on here. All right, we're going to score first. At, all right, 2 inches. My husband's calling me. He knows I'm doing a live. All right, 2 inches on the long side. Make sure you got that cutting blade out of the way. We don't want to cut by mistake. So we're going to score at 2 inches. Then move it over to 4 5/8 inches, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, 2 5/8, or 2 inches, and then 4 5/8 inches, and then again at 6 5/8 inches. And let me see. My paper trimmer is kind of hard to see between the 6 and the 7, so I'm going to cheat with my ruler here and make sure I'm getting the right spot. 6 5/8 would be between the 1/2 inch and the 3/4 inch. Okay. So it would be this one right here. And again at 9 1/4 inches. And then we're going to turn it. Is it clockwise or counterclockwise? I gotta look at my directions again. Yeah. Okay, clockwise. We're going to turn it clockwise. That would be this way. And then we're going to score that at 2 inches. All right, so it'll look like this. I know the camera's not picking it up, but we're going to come back and enforce those score lines here in just a moment. So let me go ahead and do the box base. And this one measures 8 1/4 inches by 10 inches. So we're going to score it on the long side again, starting at 2 1/16. And if you don't know what the 1/16 are, they're the small, each little notch that's in between the numbers, you'd count those. So 2, and then plus 1 little notch right there. Would be the 2 1/16 for that. And then we're going to scoot it over to 4 3/4 inches for that. And then we've got 6 13/16, which I'm going to look at my ruler again because I can't see the 6 there very well. 6 13/16 would be between the 3/4 and the 7/8 inch. So be this one little notch right here. That was 6 13/16 inch. And now we're going to scooch it over to 9 1/2. And so this one we're going to turn the opposite way. We're going to go counterclockwise. And that will be scored at 2 1/16. So 2 1/16. You would think it would be the same as the other one, but it's not. So make sure I did that right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we put our paper trimmer away. And we're going to grab our bone folder. And I'm going to score all these lines. I'm going to start with the long way first. I decided not to do any cards along with this project. I thought it might take a little more time doing a 3D project. So I'm just going to keep it with that. And then I'll do some cards or something else on Friday when I come back live again. All right, so this is our box base. And here is our box lid. And I'm going to start with the long side again. Got some shadows going on today on my lighting. We've got a cloudy, dreary day today here in Arkansas, so I guess it's playing havoc with my lighting. I guess come wintertime, we got more cloudy days. I need to figure out how to improve my lighting, I guess. Maybe get some different lighting going on. All right, now we're going to do this one here, the short side. All right, so this is the lid. So I think we're going to start with the lid first. And I got some little templates here I'm going to go by. So here's the lid. And it's going to need to turn. Well, I may have already messed this up. That one's different, so we're not even going to go by that. So we're going to get our scissors here, and I'm going to use my big scissors today. So we're going to cut off this little 1/2 inch tab here, and then we're going to angle cut onto the side of that. And we're going to cut up on each of these score lines. Something doesn't look right. I hope this is right. No, that's not right. I've got too small of one there. What did I do wrong? Of course, I've got to mess up right away to start with. Let me see here. Got 2 inch, 4 5/8 is right. 6 5/8. All right. Should have been over here. Oh goodness. Let me grab another paper. See, we can mess up anyway. Bring that paper to me back over here. I won't throw this away. I'll use it for another project later on. So we don't waste. All right. Again, this is going to be 9 3/4 inches long. I did this box last week with no problem, so I don't know why I'm having a difficult time this morning. Okay, 8 1/4. All right, and let's try this again. Let me see here. 2 inches. 4 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is right there. 4 5/8, 6 5/8, between the 1/2 and the 3/4. Should be right there. 6 5/8 and 9 1/4. Yeah, that looks better. I don't know what I did with the other one. I must have measured it wrong somehow. All right, and then we're going to score it on the short side at 2 inches. All right. And we're going to use our scoring blade again, bone folder, I mean. Okay, Becky, that's fine. That way you can scroll past my boo-boos here. Good luck at the dentist. It's not my favorite place to go, but we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, so now I'm going to do some cutting here. I'm going to cut up that 1/2 inch to the score line, and then I'm going to angle cut the lip of that. And we're going to cut up each score line here up to the score line. All right. These are going to be our corner edges, the smaller. We're going to angle cut those. And we're going to leave the bigger area the way it is, but we want to do the smaller ones. So I'm going to angle cut those. All right, so here's what our lid is going to look like. I'm going to put that on there so I know that's my lid. And let's see if we did this one right. That one looks good. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to cut up each score line. I need to bring this back over here because we need to angle cut this other side of the 1/2 inch at the top. So just snip that off a little bit. It looks like this. So the bottom and the top and the bottom. Take a little snip off of there. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to cut up to that score line. Hold of this. And again on this score line. And again, I'm going to just angle cut the smaller tabs here. That just allows it to fold easier so you don't have so much bulk. And again, on this one, we'll do the same. All right, get rid of our excess there. All right, and I need to angle cut this one also. Okay, so this is the base of our box. We're going to start adding our designer series paper to that, and I have those right here. Okay, so this is a part that's going to be showing on the outside. So we've got our designer series paper, and we've got 4 of those already cut out. We've got 2 that are 1 7/8 inches by 6 inches. And then you've got 2 that measure 2.5 inches by 6 inches. So we're going to start laying those down. Oops, we're going to start with the bigger one. And oops, turn you over. And like so. So we're going to go ahead and attach those with just our combo glue. And I want to bring my silicone mat over here to do our gluing on so I don't get glue all over the place. We'll start with this end one first. Oh, that came out fast. Didn't have to shake that bottle down. And we're going to place that onto our flap. Well, our end panel would be a flap. And then scooch it down towards the bottom a little bit, trying to keep an even border going all the way around it. And just continue doing the same with these others. And switch that over a little bit. Bring over our next one. Be sure you like and share the video. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure that you hit that subscribe button. And also that little bell will notify you when I go live, when I have new lives put up. So I'd appreciate that. And our last panel on this part of it anyway. And maybe Becky, while she's out and about today, she'll go to Bed Bath & Beyond and get some soaps to make this box. They make great gifts for your hostess if you're going to somebody else's house for the holiday. Or just as Christmas presents. Or you could change the paper up and make it any occasion, birthday, anniversaries, whatever it might be. So it doesn't have to be Christmas per se. All right, now we're going to grab our parent tape and add a strip of that to this little tab here, this flap. So I'm going to turn this around so I can position myself right here. We're going to run that down that 1/2 inch tab. And grab our take your pick tool. We're going to pop that off. Oops. Make sure it's stuck down to your paper before you try peeling off the tab of paper. All right, now we're going to turn that over and we're going to just fold this back onto itself, and they should match up exactly where you don't have to fight trying to get them to go right. So here's our box so far. And our seam is right there. So that's going to be our back side. The seam is here. So we're going to put glue on our tabs here. And I'm going to put them on the skinny sides first. On both of those. And what did I say? This was the back side. Yeah, this is the back side. So we're going to put it on the front side. Am I still in camera view? I think so. All right, and then we're just going to fold those down. And put in the one that you didn't put glue on will be the third one to go down, and then your other one will be the outside panel. So I'm going to grab my bottle out of here, and I'm going to use that to weight down our paper so it'll attach really good. It looks like it's bigger. I guess it's just the way it's sitting. So we'll let that sit while we work on the lid. And I've got glue on my fingers. Of course, I can't do a project without getting glue on my fingers. So here's our lid, and we're going to do the same with this. And I think I'm going to put my tear and tape down first on that tab. So as long as I've got it right here. And run that down the tab. Tear that off. Put our tear and tape away. All right. So I did the same thing with the back side of our papers. Our designer series paper. This is the back side of that same pattern. And they're going to be 1 7/8 inches by 6 inches on the two skinny ones. And then the larger one is going to be our 2.5 inch by 6 inches. And we've got 2 of each. So those will lay down just like that. So let's bring our silicone mat back over here. And we'll do some gluing. I've got glue all over all my fingers here. I keep rubbing them, trying to get it to come off. Guess I should just grab a baby wipe and be done with it. All right, and we're going to place these down on our panels. Again, we're going to leave a little edge going around it, all 4 sides. Okay, so does anybody have any big plans for the week? I'm sure some might be getting ready for Thanksgiving meal, baking up all the goodies. I don't really have too much on my schedule this week. We are thinking we're going to go look at dishwashers. My dishwasher is probably about ready to quit. It's about 24 years old, and the handle is starting to break on it. So I don't want to replace it because of its age. And also the inside silverware basket has got holes in it, and my silverware falls through it. And so I just don't think it's worth fixing. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a new one, be done with it. So we may go shopping this week for dishwashers. I'm not sure yet. But 24 years on an appliance is pretty good, I guess, nowadays. So I've gotten my use out of it. Besides, when we remodeled our kitchen probably a year and a half ago. So it doesn't really go with my new refrigerator that I've got. So I need to get them all matching, I guess. I need a new dishwasher and a new stove and microwave, I guess, that goes on top. But little at a time, so it doesn't hurt so bad. All right, so we're going to tear off that tear and tape. And I'm going to fold that back and fold this one over on top of it. And it matches up. So press that down. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with our flaps. We're going to put glue on the 2 side ones and the back one, or the front one. The back one won't have any. Let me see where my seam is here. It's hard to see. Well, where did it go? It's hiding. Okay, it's right there. So these 2 will go in. This is our back, and this is our front. So we're going to put glue on this one. You want your seam in the back usually, but you can't really see it, so it's not too bad if you don't do the right one. Get your side panels, your side pad tabs. All right, we're going to fold those in, fold this one back, and this will be our top one. And I'm going to bring our bottle out of there and use that to weight that down. All right, and then for the top, we have another designer series paper, and this measures 2.5 inches by 1 7/8 inches. And let me just make sure that's fastened down really good. That should be good. So we're going to take that and we're going to place that at the top of our box, our lid. And I will have these dimensions on my blog later. I'm not sure if I'll get it all done today, but it should be on there by tomorrow morning. And you can get to my blog by going to www.creatingcardswithdebbie.thesearemystamps.com. So, and that's also in the description of the video too, so you can find it there. All right, so there's our top of our lid, all matchy-matchy. All right, so now we're going to, see, I've already goofed here. Well, okay, we're okay. I should have done this before I glued it. We're going to use, will this fit in there? I'm using a retired product that used to be our detailed trio punch, and it's got a little ribbon notch here. We're going to use that, and I'm going to see if I can get in there. No, I can't. So I may have to find me a paper punch. Let me find me a paper punch. I should have done that before I glued it together. So, I know I've got one here somewhere. The question is where? Well, let me look a little deeper here. Nope. Well, I just need a paper punch. Where is one? Well, I thought I was so prepared. No. There it might be. Goodness. I wonder. That was too big. Well, I got a small punch. Maybe I can squeeze that in there. This is a 1/2 inch. It's not Stampin' Up, but maybe it'll work. We're going to punch holes in the side. And this will be for our ribbon. And it's kind of big, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. I'm using a thicker ribbon on this one anyway, so maybe it won't matter. Okay, so you got your 2 holes on the sides. A smaller punch would have been better, but I can't find one right now, and I don't want to make you wait on me to be able to find one in my stuff. It's here somewhere. All right, and I'm going to use, this is our satin ribbon, and this is our very vanilla color. And we're going to need about 23 inches. So let me measure that. There's 13. And I'm just going to go 26 inches. Get my ribbon scissors and cut that at an angle. And we're going to, at least it's easy to thread it through the holes. Now it's bigger. All right, so we're going to put our bottle back in there. And we're going to put our lid back on. It's just going to push down in there like so. And we're going to bring our ribbon over here. And I guess I should have put that through first. I do this. Yeah. All right, that worked out. It came back out the other side like I wanted it to. All right, and then you're going to adjust your ribbon. Do I have that inside out? I don't think I do. And that way with my camera so I don't bump it. And I'm going to pull these tight to get them even. Can't really see it, it's too tall. And then we're going to tie a bow on the top of our box. But I'm going to use my reverse tweezers to hold that so I can tie a bow. I don't have an extra finger here to help me. So we're going to do it this way and tie a pretty bow. And we need to pretty that bow up a little bit here. After we got it tied, let me go of that. And I think I need to make this one a little bit smaller. So here's our foofy bow. You can kind of play with it and get it to lay where you want it to after you're done with your tag and all that. So let me set that aside, and we're going to start working on our tag. And like I said, the sentiment comes from the greetings of the season, but you could use any greeting. I even thought about doing the to and from, but I changed my mind. I'm just going to go with the for you, because you don't want to put a name on there if you got guests that are dropping in and you need a last minute gift for them. So leave it at for you, and it could go for anybody. All right, I'm using my black memento ink to stamp that. And I think I better die cut this first. Let me do the die cutting first. We're going to bring that tag back over here. Our Boho Blue Stampin' and Cut and Emboss machine. You can find this machine in my store. You can get the Boho Blue, or you can get the white. And also the full-size machines are also in there. It's in our online exclusives. So we're going to go ahead and cut this die out. And try not to shake too much here. All right, that's all the cutting we need to do. So there's our little die. Move these out of the way. Now we can stamp our sentiment on there. Bring this ink pad back over here, and we'll re-ink that stamp just in case it's decided to dry up on us or anything. So I'm going to position that centered onto our little tag, and I'm going to put it down towards the bottom. The ink off my fingers. And then I want to bring over our linen thread. And where did I put that? You could use any thread. You could use, we have our gold twine, that would work. But I'm just going to use our linen thread for today. And I'm going to use our little ribbon punch here to cut this out. And I probably should have done that first. It works. It's kind of off to the side a little bit. That's what I wanted. And we're going to grab our linen thread, and I'm not really measuring. I'm just kind of eyeballing how much I want here. So I'm going to snip that off. I usually have more than enough. So we've got about 10 inches. We really don't need that much. But I'm going to fold that in half. I'm going to put that through our hole, loop it through the hole. And I'm going to hold my fingers apart, and I'm going to bring the tails of that back through and tighten it. So it kind of gets a little knot right there. All right. And I've got some ink on my fingers. I don't want to get that on my ribbons. All right, let's bring our box back over here. And we're going to just, I think I'm going to slip it up underneath the bottom ribbon. Get both strings to come through there. Oops, all you see is my hand. And you could either put a glue dot underneath there, which I think I will to hold it. It'll serve a multiple purpose. It'll hold our ribbon in place, and it'll hold our linen thread in place. And if you wanted to, you could cut off this excess. Let's shorten that a little bit. We didn't need 10 inches. It could have been, even 6 inches would have been plenty. If you wanted to, you could put a glue dot and attach that to the lid. But I think I'm going to leave it just like it is. So let me see if I can't get the bowl looking prettier. And the husband is calling again. He's got a short memory. He doesn't remember I'm on live. Okay, so there's our project today. And it doesn't really show it in the camera very well. That's because it's so tall. But what do you think? Do you like that? It's, makes a good gift to give to somebody. I'd love to receive something like this. I wouldn't complain. So I can get that ribbon to lay right there. Okay, so there we have it today. So it's kind of a short, it didn't even take us an hour. So this is a short video, but I didn't know how long it was going to take me. So I didn't want to do a card along with it. So we're just going to cut it short today, and we'll be back again Friday, which would be, where did I put my calendar at? Would be Friday, November 22nd, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but it will be something. I may continue doing Christmas, and we only have really this month to get our cards done. So there probably will be another Christmas cards and hard time what else I throw in there. So glad you're able to be here today. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Get some me time in there. Get some crafting. It's good for the soul. So until Friday, we'll see you then. Thank you for being here. Like I said, like and share the video. Tell your friends about me. And I'll see you Friday, November 22nd at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed today's.